Hey, I'm Chase, and today we're going to talk about what causes therianthropy. And this can be put under two genres, which we're going to talk about today, which is spiritual and psychological. So let's go over the definition of therianthropy first. Therianthropy is identifying as non-human on a non-physical level. That's it. That's as simple as it gets. So let's start off with psychological. Psychological is when your therianthropy is caused by things in the brain, like mental illness. Keep in mind, therianthropy is not a mental illness itself, but it can be caused by them. Trauma, things like that. It can just be caused by the way your brain interprets the world and your brain sees things and all that kind of stuff. Spiritual therianthropy is when your beliefs causes your therianthropy. Usually this is most commonly seen as past lives, experiencing past lives and still identifying as that non-human past life in this life. If you have a non-human past life and you don't identify in this life as that non-human past life, then you are not a Therian. A Therian is identifying as non-human in a non-physical level in this life. And I see a lot of misinformation about spiritual and psychological therians, mostly spiritual therianthropy, because it is very most commonly pushed that you have to have a past life, you have to experience all these things, you have to believe in these things to be a Therian. And this is simply just blatant misinformation. This is not true. As we stated before, the definition of therianthropy is just identifying as non-human on a non-physical level. That's it. You don't have to believe in reincarnation. You don't have to have a past lives. You don't have to have memories. None of that. And it's completely valid, too, if you do. No hate to people who do at all. None. And your therianthropy can also be kind of a mix of both. Who knows? It's a big self-discovery journey. But I wanted to clear the air and say that you do not have to have past lives to be a Therian. You do not have to experience memories or stuff like this. Your therianthropy can be caused by psychological things, not just spiritual things, and that's valid. You're still a Therian. It's very common to see, though, so I just wanted to get this out there and talk about it. But, yeah, I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're staying safe, and yeah, bye.
Waves of the water break down the tension.
Hamilton wrote the other 51. How do you ride like you're running out of time? Right day and night like you're running out of time. Every day you fight like you're running out of time. Like you're running out of time. Are you running out of time? How do you ride like tomorrow won't arrive? How do you ride like you needed to survive? How do you ride every second you're alive? Every second you're alive. Every second you're alive.
Blood still stains when the sheets are washed. Sex don't sleep when the lights are off. Kids are still depressed when you dress them up. And syrup is still syrup in a sippy cup. He's still dead when you're done with the bottle. Of course it's a corpse that you keep in the cradle. Kids are still depressed when you dress them up. Syrup is still syrup in a sippy cup.
Therian controversy. Like with any community, the collective of Therians have had our fair share of troubles throughout time. Warning, this post contains talk of controversial topics from both an informational and non-informational standpoint. Some topics might cause discomfort. Starting off with a topic everyone jumps to think of, zoophilia. Zoophiles are individuals that blame acts, the thoughts of bestiality on his sexuality. Sadly, some zoophiles do identify as Therians. The majority of the community, including myself, deeply resent zoophiles. A well-known Therian, Lycanthropy, is one. PD Pink Dolphin, a YouTuber with a large fan base, takes a neutral stance on lichen. Unfortunately, associating zoophiles with other communities relating to animals is common. Many blame us as one or use it as an insult. Everyone seems to forget that the internet is an evil place. You can easily find yourself among P3-dophiles, unsafe K, NK enthusiasts, and other extremely harmful subjects. Zoophilia is just the most recent and rampant problem. That being said, all Therians I interact with do not stand for zoophilia. It's a cruel, evil thing to exist. Next, the term transspecies. The last I can remember of any information at all of the term is 5 years ago. Only recently have I noticed Antikin using this term to try and make Therians look bad. Antikin claimed trans species as a mockery of transgender individuals. First, I always like to define what I'm talking about before I make a point on it. All information I could find on trans species is extremely limited. So, to the best of my ability with information I was able to find currently, trans species individuals identify as a separate species to what they were born as. The depth of this is unknown to me. Apparently this may or may not overlap with Therianthropy. And from memory, TS individuals are those who want certain body modifications to look and feel more like their identified species. Where this differs from Therians I do not know. In my opinion, this term does not need to exist. Any Therian can want body modifications similar to their Theriatype. Tattoos and permanent fangs aren't uncommon. I'm guessing the prefix trans comes from the desire of body modification. It's a prefix. There is no transphobia with a Therian wanting to feel more like themselves. Even then, again, TS is an entirely unnecessary term. It's virtually unheard of in the Therian world. The standards of the identity are not even developed. I hadn't heard of TS in 5 years until Antikin brought it back up. Just goes to show how far some go just to make an insult. Sheesh. Thanks, enjoy learning 3.
Hamilton wrote, the other 51. How do you ride like you're running out of time? Right day and night like you're running out of time. Every day you fight like you're running out of time. Like you're running out of time, or you're running out of time. How do you ride like tomorrow won't arrive?